Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Danny speaking. Today I'm actually doing a story time because it's nearly Halloween. I'm going to start doing like some Halloween stuff. So I thought the best one would be of what I've actually had in my past is about ghosts. So I thought this would be a great one to actually do and actually talk about ghosts. There's some people that have actually experienced it, some people that don't believe. I do and I don't. It's kind of weird of what I actually think. So this episode is about ghosts. So with my last episode, if you haven't seen it, was to do with killer clowns. So go back to my last video and that I talk about all killer clowns and shit like that. I do actually know that on that one the sound or the music was a little bit too loud. I didn't think it was that loud when I was actually editing it, but it was, so I couldn't really change it afterwards, so I do apologise for that. Hopefully next time if I do that again it won't happen. So let's go straight into this episode and let's talk about killer clowns. Got killer clowns on the head now, don't I? Let's talk about the ghosts. Right, okay, so I'm actually going to start off with when I was younger. We were in a school trip. We went to Berry Pomeroy Castle, and it was really weird. It was a good day, really good day, but we were shown around by all like the tourist people, you know, them guys, the guides, showing us around the whole place. And we were going through all these little buildings and like, well, different rooms to actually see what it's all about. And then they were saying, oh yeah, there's ghosts here. There has been actually clips online where they're saying that there is proof that there's ghosts. And I could actually say that there is. So if I go straight on to that, we was all on our little trip. We was in groups, and we all wanted to go to the dungeon, and there was like a certain dungeon there that was at the front of the castle, and there was like, must be a group of 10 to 15 people, I'm not too sure, it's quite a few years now. And we all decided to go down there with our teachers, and the guide was down there, and I sat on a little ledge, so it was like a window ledge, and I was next to a friend, must have been here, because we were like looking that way, so he or she was sitting there, and we're all listening to this guide of what happened in these dungeons and all that kind of stuff. And then a water drip, touched me, and I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was rain, and it wasn't. But yet then, after like 5 seconds later, after they're still talking, I felt like a finger, like a thumbprint going down my head. And when that happened, it felt like really ice cold. I don't know, it was like something that you've just taken out of the freezer and then you've like touched your head. It was really frozen. When that happened, I jumped up. I was like, fuck that, what was the fuck was that? And I was looking around, and all my friends are looking at me like, what's going on, are you alright? I was like, nah. I was literally just like in shock, like looking around, and it was really weird. It just felt like someone actually touched me, and I think they did. I think the spirit or ghost that was hanging about there touched me, and no one else actually was touched or anything like that. When I say touched, I sound like I'm getting sexually touched. No, I mean like touched on the head. And it was the weird experience that I actually had. So I literally jumped up, and like I said, everyone was looking at me like, you're alright, you're crazed. And I was like, no, something just fucking touched me. what the fuck was that? Is it raining? And everyone's looking around like, no, it's not raining. It's like, is there any leaks, like water leaks? And they're like, no, and I didn't have water on my head or anything like that. And I was like, right, that I've just been touched by something in this room, and I literally panicked. I was like, you know what, fuck this, fuck that. I'm going back up there so I don't get touched. But every time when we went to different rooms, I felt like something was following me, or like a presence was near. It was really hard to explain. It was like whatever happened in that little part of that dungeon was following me about, and I didn't really like it. I was like, nah, I need to actually stop this. I need to go out of the castle and actually chill out and have like some lunch or something. But once I did all that and went out with a couple of my friends to actually have my lunch, we did go back in, but the presence was gone. It was like, it felt like the ghost woman or man was like, nah, fuck you, you had your shine. you're ignoring my ass, so fuck that. So I was like a bit happy about that. But yeah, it's really weird. I've had a couple of experiences with like ghosts, like at friends' houses, like in the middle of the night. There was one of my friends that her family said that her house wasn't haunted, but every time you slept in in the little area where she was sleeping, you would get like I don't know, it felt like someone tickling your arm, like really nicely. And I didn't believe her at first, but until they had other friends over, so they stayed in a different room and I stayed in that room. And I did wake up in the middle of the night, it must have been 2-3 o'clock in the morning, with someone tickling my arm, and I was like, what the hell is that? And I was a bit shocked again, and I looked underneath the pillow and I was like, wait, is bugs? Is something flapping about, touching me or anything like that? I don't know. But yeah, I've had like weird experiences with like stuff like that. I couldn't really say if it was a ghost or not. I don't know. I really couldn't. I don't know. Honestly, but that's what I would expect it to be when something out of the blue like that happens. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a story of what I've gone through. There is other stories as well, but I can try and talk about this subject again if you guys like this one. If you have had any experiences yourself, let me know. It would be really good to know if anyone's had anyone like touch them on the head, or felt like a presence was nearby. Yeah, just let me know. It would be so good. Give me a comment, or if you have any ideas or anything like that also that you want me to talk about, or maybe on the same subject, or maybe something different. Any kind of challenges that you want me to do, then just let me know. The more the merrier, and the more comments I get, the more that I will do, and know that you actually love the videos. So that's a bit about my story. Also, make sure that you give me a like and, like I said, a comment, and subscribe for more content, so that tells me that you like him. And I hope you all have a good Halloween. So I hopefully will be making another video tomorrow. It might be something different, but on Halloween itself I might do like a special Halloween content, or might do a challenge, like a bobbing challenge or something, and watch me like drown in water pretty much because I'm not very good at it. So yeah, just let me know. Like I said before, thank you for watching my videos. It does help me a lot, and I hope you all have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hi guys, I'm back. As you can see, I've got my death cloak